have got a problem, serious problem.
Hello everyone. The past week, the problem that I'm talking about is moodiness and laziness and lack of self-faith.
After every few weeks of being productive and feeling good about my journey, I roll back into this loop of feeling absolutely demotivated, not good enough. And such was the last week.
So this week, I decided to take it as a challenge to make it productive. And this is the absolutely breathtaking picture that I'll be trying to recreate through my painting this week. And I started with taking some ideas through Pinterest, trying to see how some of the old masters painted the rainy scenes. Because if you look at the picture, it is it it looks like it was almost drizzling at that point. And I actually had a little conversation with the person that you see in this picture about how she felt at that moment. And she described it as something like it felt so content to be at that place. It had been one of her dream places to visit for the longest time, but could never fathom that she would be able to cherish it this much. This moment in particular, she described it as a moment that she wants to recreate, but also knows that nothing would ever match what she had experienced at that moment. Now, all of this was so beautiful to know, and I wanted to be able to capture all of that into this painting. And that's probably beyond my current skill set, but that's at least what my intention was, to give my best into capturing that dreamy, romantic, rainy feel into this painting. After spending some time working on the background of this painting, it's time to go out with friends and refresh. This was my setup at my friend's place, and initially felt a bit uncomfortable working like this outside my bedroom studio. But I'm trying to practice this more because I want to be doing more plein air paintings, and there the setup won't always be comfortable. Now, I think I'll be making these huts a bit brighter, but before that, I'll be working on the bushes and trees in the surrounding areas, and then we'll be moving on to the lady. Trees, bushes, moss, anything and everything green found in nature, I absolutely love, but I also absolutely dread to paint because it's so difficult for me. I've been learning a bit about them little by little, but of course, there's a long way to go. I hope I was able to apply some of my learning into this painting. After being stuck at the same challenging spots for a long time. I feel like I'm bored of my own painting process, and I think this is a good time to go into full concentration, full focus mode without any music, without anything, just painting and um, also getting more courageous of taking the steps which I think may ruin the painting, but it can either ruin the painting or it can take it to another level. So I'll be doing that. I'll be sharing the progress with you in just a bit. I do love listening to music when I'm starting out on a painting, but eventually I like to reach that state where I don't need any external thing to keep going into the painting. And I have to say that reaching that state is one of my favorite parts of a painting process. Okay, guys, that was all for this week. Hope you resonated with this video. It was super difficult for me to make because, as I mentioned, the last week was very difficult. It was very difficult to push through. Sometimes laziness becomes our god, but we have to bring ourselves back. Nonetheless, I really enjoyed making this painting. It was super challenging but so fun. Let me know how you think and whether you liked this landscape painting or not. And of course, now that I have reached almost the end of this video, it is really nice that I didn't postpone it or decide to not do it. Perhaps next time I feel this way, it will be easier to push through that challenge, which is really nice.